The 80s and 90s were a magical time for horror comedies. Not that we don't get them now. I mean, every so often there's a Shaun of the Dead or a Bubba Hotep, but usually they're more along the lines of Scary Movie 2, or 3, or 4. Anyway, I'm not talking about spoof movies. I'm talking about that rare subgenre of horror comedy, the ridiculous horror comedy. Movies like Bad Taste, Wacko, and Surf 2, where just about anything can happen and you keep watching in sheer disbelief waiting for the next over-the-top moment. Blood Diner fits squarely into this category. Blood Diner is a 1987 horror comedy from director Jackie Kong. The movie opens with a very unusual disclaimer, letting you know just what kind of movie you're in for.
Note, all of the mutilations, bodily dismemberments, and cannibal rituals were performed by seasoned professionals.
We then cut to Pee-wee's Playhouse, where brothers George and Michael, are playing in their living room while their mother goes out for tampons.
Ran out of goddamn tampons.
The radio announces there's a crazed serial killer on the loose.
He is armed and dangerous and has been spotted in the West Side area armed with a meat cleaver in one hand and his genitals in the other.
He seems to be walking pretty well for somebody who lopped off his genitals. The killer breaks into the house, and this seems to be an ongoing problem with horror films. Doors made from cardboard. Turns out the killer is the boy's Uncle Anwar. Uncle Anwar gives the boys some earrings from the goddess Cheetar before going outside to be shot by the police.
What do you make of it, Mark?
Beats me, Chief. Seems like the work of pathological weirdos.
Somewhere a hipster is dreaming of owning those pants. Now that George and Michael are grown up, they own a health food diner, the Tutman Cafe. George is a super strong master chef, and Michael is a smooth-talking master of hypnotism. Oh, and of course the brothers are cannibals that serve human meat to their customers, somehow disguised as being vegetarian.
Well, that's the best friggin' veggie burger I've had in a son of a bitch long time.
Anwar tells them they need to reconstruct the body of the goddess Cheetar from the parts of many immoral girls, then bring her back to life in a ceremony called the Blood Buffet. Michael and George are sewing the parts together to make a new body for Cheetar. They spray paint her gold, put her in men's underwear, and give her Lee press-on nails. Are they trying to resurrect a goddess or make a contestant for RuPaul's Drag Race? Michael and George put on disguises to go to Club Dread to get more parts for the Blood Buffet. The bouncer won't let them in, so George does this.
Hey, have a good time inside, guys. Hey, Jason, you okay?
They put Anwar's brain in Cheetar's head. Why not? At the Blood Buffet, the boys get everybody good and drugged up. Rockabilly music is weird. Michael starts a ritual, and the crowd turns into green, ravenous zombie-type things. Cheetar wakes up, and they try to sacrifice Connie to her, but Sheba steps in and stops them. What happened to her teeth? The movie was directed and produced by Jackie Kong. She's only directed 4 movies. The mutant monster movie The Being, the hilarious Night Patrol, the slapstick comedy The Underachievers, and of course, Blood Diner. It's a shame she didn't do more. All of her movies are each good in their own way, with Blood Diner being her best achievement. It moved at a breakneck pace, and there was always something hilariously over the top happening. The film is never boring and is full of some of the most ludicrous dialogue you'll ever hear. Even though I went over the basics of this film, you haven't seen the half of it. It's so full of what-the-fuck moments, you'll be laughing long after it's over. This is truly one of the best horror comedies of all time.